There is a real question that people on the right have
what are the cultures?
About certain cultures.
What are the cultures?
Here is a New York Post correspondent, her name's Lydia Moynihan, talking about something very obvious. Every now and again, something very obvious does make it through to CNN, and it's not just by Scott Jennings. Here she is talking about how certain cultures are simply not compatible with American values, although, of course, Abby Phillip doesn't quite get it.
We need to acknowledge, I think we should absolutely select the best of the best. It should be an individual choice, but I think we can also acknowledge there are certain cultures that are not compatible with America.
Which ones?
Well, if we look at Europe, actually, there was a lawyer this week who argued that an Afghan immigrant who raped a woman shouldn't be charged or shouldn't have a penalty because his culture said that women weren't free and equal. We're seeing 77% of rapes in France are from migrants. So there is a real question that people on the right have
what are the cultures?
About certain cultures.
What are the cultures?
The cultures that are okay with that. The cultures that are okay with female genital mutilation.
So, I mean, is it Afghanistan? Is it Africans? What is it? Like,
well, I would
how
say
are we gonna define
90+% of women have female genital mutilation.
How are we gonna define culture? What about the people fleeing female genital mutilation? Are you gonna allow them in? Are they allowed in?
I mean, if you are Somali
and you're a woman and you're fleeing, you're actually trying to leave because you.
Abby Phillip really is grotesque. I mean, I always say there's just nothing behind her eyes other than whatever information they're giving her in her earpiece. She knows what culture. She knows exactly what she is doing. And I'll try to give the devil's due, should we try to be sympathetic, even in our precarious position in America right now with all this lunacy, if there was a group of people who were fleeing the worst of the worst in whatever country they were in, should we be sympathetic to those people and see if maybe we can find place for some of them? Maybe. Should it be that they have to have family here or know that they're going to be taken care of or a promise of a job or like a series of other things? Not just take them and put them on the dole and see what happens. It doesn't mean that every one of those people is bad, obviously. But what she keeps trying to do is which cultures. And then unfortunately, Lydia there, the New York Post correspondent, she needed to just say it, right? Like you can just say it. It is cultures that have been infected largely by radical Islam and Islamism as a political ideology and the subjugation of women and minorities and all the rest of it. You know the answer to that, Abby, which is why you don't live in one of those countries. You live in the United States of America.
If you've ever been seriously hurt in an accident, your injury could actually be worth millions, and most people have no idea. Insurance companies love to lowball claims, offering way less than what you deserve. That's why there's Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm with over 1,000 attorneys across 50 states. They've been fighting for people for more than 30 years, and they don't settle for lowball offers. Just recently, they won $12 million in Florida, $26 million in Philadelphia, and $6.8 million in New York, all way above what insurance companies offered. And the best part, it's completely free unless you win. No upfront costs, no hidden fees. It takes only a couple minutes to see if you have a case. Did you know you can start a claim with America's largest injury law firm in just one click? It's super easy. Just go to forthepeople.com/Rubin or click the link in the description and pin comment.
But Abby Phillips is a moron. And here's an example of that.
It's okay now in the Republican Party to say, we only want to let white people come into this country. We only want immigrants from European countries. That's okay to say, when it maybe wasn't okay to say 5 years ago.
This is not a race issue. This is a cultural issue. And what we've seen in
I didn't make it a race issue. The Trump administration did when they literally, their policy on asylum is that no one comes in except for white South Africans.
It does not. So this year, the only people we let in asylum was people from South Africa. That does not mean that
white people
the Trump
from South
administration
Africa.
is only
not people from South Africa. Only.
She's so I did it. I'm not feeling well. I really tried to get through that. I'm so congested right here. We let in, what was it? It was something like 60 white South Africans because they actually are under threat. And there are calls for white genocide in South Africa. And you know what happened? Those people that came here, we showed you the video when they got off the plane, they had American flags. I haven't heard, Phoenix, could you maybe double check? Have any of the white South Africans strapped on a suicide bomb and blown up? No, you're pretty sure about that? He doesn't even have to Google it. They have not done that. So it's strange, Abby. You want us to be sympathetic to people that are fleeing things, but you don't seem to like when, in this case, we chose some white people. Think about that.